Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah. Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, you join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Man, oh man, got a radio show. Yeah, I do. God's so big to me, man. I just have to tell you about it. I can't help it. It's rather obvious to me how big, how good God is. He's absolutely tremendous. He's off the chain. He on one. He be clowning. He be just showing out. Man, I'm just over here just on the receiving end. You know, if you out there, start your mission today. Start your mission today. What are you waiting for? Why do we as people delay what we want or delay the process to begin what we want, our hopes, our dreams, our desires? Why won't you start your mission today? Why don't we all decide together that just individually, look, you listening, you got something that you've been dreaming about. You got an ambition of yours that's not yet fulfilled. You got goals you haven't accomplished yet. Everybody has them. Everybody's got them. Everybody's got something that's on the table that they haven't yet attacked yet. What are you waiting for? Start your mission today. Stop the procrastination now. The procrastination is only hurting you, yourself. If you got a goal, an aspiration, a dream, and you fall off track momentarily, you can get back to that. Because God knows where you left off. Now, you may have to accomplish a few more things since you stopped for a long period of time, but God knows where you left off. You can get back on track. Look, man, this dream of being on TV since I was a kid, it got off track now. It got off track. I just kept it as one of the dreams. And in some real dark moments when it looked like it wasn't going to happen, all I was hanging on to was just a hope that one day it could. But that's what faith is really about. Faith is the belief in things that you cannot see. But faith gives you the confidence to keep hoping, man. Sometimes it just keep hope alive. Sometimes, you heard Jesse Jackson say it, just keep hope alive. Sometimes, man, it's just the hope. I was hanging on a hope. And I'm talking about when it got real ugly and funky out there for me. When it looked like I wasn't going to ever make it. And all of the facts was in and everything pointed in the direction you're not going to make it. You done really messed up this time. Then I sat there and I just hung on to the hope. But man, that's what I'm saying. If you got a dream or an aspiration or vision or something, when you fall off track and you want to go get back in line, God holds your place. See, he held on to that for me. He knew I was off track and out of line, but he said, okay, here's where we stopped. You want to be on TV. Now, when you get it together and you quit tripping and you come and you turn to me, I'm going to hold your place, put you back in line, then we go and finish the journey. That took me a lot longer to get here than I wanted to, but then it was necessary because I needed all of them mishaps to happen to me along the way. So when I got on the radio one day, which I did not see coming, Steve Harvey got a radio show, y'all. That's why I say it every day. See, because of this radio show that I didn't see coming, now I have stories to tell. I got experiences to share. And I can tell you about me better than I can tell you about anybody. And I done been through enough where it's relatable, where enough people can go, man, that happened to me. Appreciate you saying that. That's what it was for. See, I get it now. See, at the time, though, I didn't like what was happening to me. At the time, I was really in total disagreement with God on a lot of stuff he was pulling off on me. But in essence, I was really pulling it off on myself. But through his grace and mercy, he kept me through all of my mistakes, all my bad decisions, all my miscalculations, all my misfires, all the times I knowingly stepped out there and did wrong. He forgave me. He said, because, man, if you ever come to me, I have a plan for you that is going to be far and above. It will supersede everything you've ever dreamed of. That's what I did. I just got sick of me, good and sick of me. And I turned it over to God. And then God started working. And here I am today. Now, is he through with me yet? Nope. Have I arrived yet? Nope. But guess what? The journey is cool. You know, it's like I was talking to this young brother the other day about comedy. He's a really good stand-up, you know, this young dude is really good. He said, man, what is this I feel every night before I go on stage? I don't know what it is. I just want it off me. I said, sir, listen to me, young dude. This thing that climbs on my back every night before I go on stage, I don't know what it is. It's got something to do with pressure. It's got something to do with anticipation. It's got a whole lot to do with the fear of falling. He said, what you mean by that? I said, every night I walk out on stage, it's like I'm about to go and step off a cliff. I said, it's a sickening feeling. He said, man, but you do so well. I said, that's because the parachute opens. I said, but I want you to understand something. When I first walk out there, it's just stepping off the cliff. Now, these jokes provide a parachute, which slows my descent when I jump off the cliff. And I turn it into a glide. And then I take the audience this way, and I swing them back over to that way. We might swing out to the Colorado Rockies. We may go down to Miami with this joke. We may take it on out to L.A. And I just swing back and forth till I land softly. The crowd cheers. The night is over with. I said, but it's been too many nights, though, when I walked off that cliff and I pulled the cord and the parachute didn't open. I said, nah, I'm just free falling out there for 30 minutes. Ain't no jokes working, ain't the parachute didn't open. I said, so see, that's what it's like for me. And then you know what I found out? If you done walked off the cliff in life and you ain't got no God in your life, it's like not having a parachute. You step off the cliff and you just free falling. Now see, now that fall gets you closer to the grave, right? See, we all heading to the grave from the moment we're born. But the cool thing about a relationship with God is when you step off the cliff and you got God, he a parachute. You still going down, but it's a nice ride. And God just helps your descent appear more like a rise and more like a euphoric fall. Instead of not having no God in your life and you just walking off that cliff every day, free falling, ain't got no cord, you steady pulling, you hollering the whole way because you done messed around with yourself and ain't let God come into your life and provide a parachute for you. I would rather have a parachute since I got to jump every day than to not have one. God has been like a parachute for me. Ask me where that came from. I can't tell you. But like I always say, most good things that happen in my life that I can't explain, it's usually him.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your undivided attention, please? It is, the blessing has begun. We are all up again. All praise to God for that.
Amen.
We are alive and well.
Amen.
And so today begins another opportunity. So today's show, I have decided to dedicate to those people who are seeking new opportunities. That's right, new opportunities. People who are trying to be more than they already are, trying to accomplish more than they've already accomplished, seeking more than they've already found. Those are the people this show is dedicated to today. I happen to be one of those people, always striving to be better, get better, be better, have better. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Harvey Morning Show, Shirley Strawberry.
I learned that from you, Steve. Put a check in that box for me. Good morning. Happy
Caller
Friday.
for real.
I am with you on that, Steve. You said this the other day. I'm with it. Opportunity, Good Friday morning, crew.
Junior boy.
Do you see where I'm at now in my life?
Where?
Just by following you, man. I'm trying to get some more. Boy, I'm so glad I met you.
Steve talking about where?
Where are you?
Like it was a for real location.
I know, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I thought, it's early, so I'm
He said, where?
I'm still in the Middle East. I'm in Sharjah, so I don't really know what time it is, so I'm so confused.
That's where I am in my life.
Where? J. Anthony Brown.
Thank you so much, because when I left over there, I had nowhere to go. Thank you, and now I'm over here. What? What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? And they told me, well, you ain't gonna go nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not blowing your lips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay, remember this? You ain't gonna ever mount to nothing.
Someone told you that too, Jay?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I heard it
There's
all.
not a
But
comedian
you know what?
that ain't ever heard that.
I'm
man.
not mad at nobody because I'm here.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, well, in that case, what's happening, Marcus? Boy. We all heard that.
Everybody
Happy
good?
Friday, everybody. Happy Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got to talk about Halloween coming up. I
Oh,
know.
my God. Yes.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
You know, if you,
Jay's favorite holiday.
It is. I have a sign in my yard that says I'm a diabetic, and if I can't have candy, neither can you. And I turn all my lights out. I don't even give it out. No.
Evil, bitter.
and here's
The
another
Grinch be
thing.
on Halloween too.
Here's another thing, too.
What?
If you can't afford to participate in Halloween,
Yeah.
turn your damn light off.
Turn your lights off. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you mean, like?
If you can't afford the candy,
Oh,
see, if you got to call, ask somebody to send you candy money, you don't need to be doing Halloween.
Not Cash App, candy money.
Yeah, Cash App candy money. I'm for real.
I can't do it.
Well, listen, coming up at 32 after the hour, we're going to get a real Halloween recap, and Steve is going to update us on his trip right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, so we got to find out about Halloween. We'll get another update, of course, on Steve's trip over there where he is in Sharjah. So, Steve, we will start with you. How's everything going? And
Well,
what are you doing?
Really,
What are you up to now?
It's really interesting. I was invited as special guest of His Highness, His Highness Sheikh
You heard him.
Sultan.
Girl.
Yeah. No, I've been sitting right next to the Sheikh, the ruler of Sharjah.
Wow.
For 2 days.
Wow, man.
And so I was invited by him because the book fair is very important to him. He's very, very educated. He was educated in London. He has 2 PhDs. He's a brilliant man. And they have man, let me tell you what he does over here.
Okay.
He has a system in Sharjah where the minimum a person can make is $5,000. That's the minimum. He doesn't believe that a person shouldn't have $5,000 a month minimum so he can afford to
Wow.
live, get married, and buy a house.
Oh, nice.
Really?
If you are here
Mm-hmm.
and you get in the educational system, they give you the money for the education. If you graduate,
Mm-hmm.
you get an extra $25,000. If your spouse graduates, she gets an extra $25,000. So now look at how your lifestyle has picked up.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of all that, whatever job you got,
Mm-hmm.
whatever your career field is, it's an amazing setup, man.
And how's the
Yeah.
cost of living over there, Steve? Is it very high or is it?
No. It's very reasonable. It's not as expensive as the U.S. Not as expensive as the U.S. Now they have very high end over here. They've got people who are more wealthy than others. This isn't socialism where everybody live the same.
Yeah.
That ain't what this
Right.
is. Still capitalism
Communism.
over
Yeah.
here working
Okay,
very,
that's.
very
I was
well.
going to ask you that. Yeah.
Oh yes, still
Okay,
very,
so
very
different
much
classes
capitalism.
like here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, except that there are no
Income
homeless people
brackets.
here.
None.
Wow. Wow. Now, that's a
Unemployment
blessing.
is
That's amazing.
0.16%.
Everybody got a job.
Who?
You
Everybody working.
0.1.6. If you're not working, it's because you don't want to,
Mm-hmm.
or you taking some time off to find something else. Really, really, really kind people over here, man. Very, very kind. Very
Wow.
kind.
Wow.
And
Well,
so I
it
was over
sounds-
here speaking the keynote as at the Sharjah International Book Fair.
Mm-hmm.
I also made an announcement, and later today, I'm having very, very important meetings with some people about something that I've been working on for quite some time that I'm sure Shirley is aware of. Well, little did I know
Yeah.
that this was very timely, because now today I will be striking a deal today
Mm-hmm.
concerning something that I'm working on, and I won't announce it until after I do it, because Shirley Strawberry, I want to thank her again, was very much a part of it. Y'all put your hands together. Shirley Strawberry.
All right.
Wait a minute.
I said, put your hands together, Shirley Strawberry.
What did I do? I'm trying to figure out what did I do.
I know. I'm heaping it on you, Shirley,
Okay.
just in case that's what you need. But Shirley helped me
Okay.
out a great deal with the project, and so I will be telling you all about it
Can
when I
Can
leave
I ask a question?
this
One
trip.
question,
Yes, you
please.
can.
Here we go.
Yes, you can.
Here you go.
Will-
Here you go.
Will
No.
the rest of us be
No.
affected
No.
by this announcement? That's why.
Not at all. Not at
Oh,
all. There will
cool.
be some
I'll be
hate coming
damned.
from Tommy.
Who's so distraught over the Houston Astros, he couldn't even make it in today.
He can't come to work.
I don't know how that affects
Ooh,
your
we
life.
But
sick
I'm
about
pretty
that,
sure
child.
that the only thing I know will happen is there will be some hate from Tommy. And it's not real like hate. It ain't like I wish bad on you.
It's something like I be damn hate.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I
It's
be
that
damn,
again
yeah.
hate.
It's
Again.
it's God
Right.
likes you better than me type hate,
Yeah,
which
that-
is so
that-
not true because he
Oh,
loves
what
us all
now?
the same.
So-
Yeah,
What
you have
now?
the main line to Jesus hate.
What he done did for you now.
Exactly. Well,
Oh,
see, that-
here he come.
That all sounds wonderful. Keep
Well,
us
congratulations.
Yeah,
keep
congratulations,
updating
huh?
us. Yeah, letting us know what's going on.
And so
All right.
when I leave here, I'll be going to Botswana.
Oh,
And then when I leave Botswana, I'll be heading to Ghana. And once I leave Ghana, I'll go to Joburg. And then I'll come home because I have another spectacular announcement to make. And I think I'll save that for next week. God,
give him the
again,
glory.
has tripped doing what he do. He's done.
See,
the
that's why Tommy be
unthinkable.
getting mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the words of
That's
Tommy,
right.
well, I be damn. Nothing for us. Huh?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
what are we?
Yeah. What we do?
Yeah.
He tripping for you. He chuckling with us.
Wow. Well, that really is good news, Steve. We're going to move on and talk about Halloween because we got to find out how it went at your house, Carla. You had a big party. We saw your costume.
Yes.
You looked really good, girl. You really did.
It was great.
I
Thank
loved
you,
your
thank
It
costume.
was unbelievable. George
So tell
Wallace's
us-
mama
Thank you, guys.
she was a haunted house. His mama was a haunted house, and it was so
The whole house.
it was it
Jay.
was scary. What?
Jay. Come on, Carla.
The champ is here. That was my costume. I was the champ. So
look
it was
good.
fun. It was cute. Thank you. Thank you. And Tasha was Isis, which was Gabrielle Union's character from the movie Bring It On. And we all know Gabrielle Union dressed up as herself again.
All right. I hope you had a good time, too, on Halloween. Coming up next, Nephew's out. We'll decide between Steve Jr. and Team Tommy J. Anthony Brown who's going to bring up the Run That Prank Back, who's going to introduce it right after this.
Junior got it.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, stars go all out with their Halloween costumes. R. Kelly missed his court date because of a toenail infection. Ew. And in national news, 2 Democrats vote with the Republicans. They are against the impeachment proceedings of the president. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about all of these stories, as a matter of fact, at the top of the hour. But right now, Junior is in for the nephew to run that prank back. What you got for us, Junior?
Pee on my house. Pee on my house. Huh? Huh? Everybody got to pee. Might well be on the house.
The question is someone asking him a question in between the introduction of the prank?
Nobody. We never say nothing.
Because he says,
Huh?
First, you thought he was hard of hearing.
Now, Jay, we come out. Do Tommy coming out when we come out to prank.
Okay.
Run it, cat.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Mr. I think that's the name.
Yeah, this is. What's this in regard to?
This about an air conditioner unit. You did some work for us over on my house over off Street. Do you remember coming out there last week?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Right, it was a lady there, my wife. She let you in to come.
Right. Is there a problem? Is there a problem? The air's not cooling or what?
No. It's cooling. Everything. Matter of fact, I want to tell you that you did a good job. But I got a question for you now. When you was at the house and you was working on the air conditioner out there in the backyard, did you happen to go on the side of my house and pull out and use the bathroom right there on the side? Did you go over there and you do number 1 on the side of my house?
Say what?
Well, what I'm saying is that my wife tells me that when you were there, that you went on the. She was looking out the window. She said that when you was there, that you and went and used the bathroom on the side of the house.
Hold. Wait a minute. I did what now to what?
Right. You and you did number 1 over on the side of the house. Now, is that something that you did?
Say, man, look, you got to understand something, man. All right, now I apologize if that did happen, but you got to understand something. You know, we down south, man, and you know we talking 85, 90, 95 degree weather, man. I got to stay hydrated. I got to drink a lot of fluids. So, you know, with me being the age that I am, I have to drink a lot of fluids and it tend to pass through. And once again, I said I apologize.
I understand all that, but you know what? I can't accept no apology like that when I got a man that's got on the side of my house and then
man, now I'm apologizing to you, and you coming off on me like that?
You done on the side of my house in front of my wife.
Now look here, young man. Now if your wife saw me, evidently she need to see some type of because you evidently ain't doing some. You
Who the hell? Who you think you talking to?
Why is your wife watching me anyway do my work? Why is she that hard up that she got to look at the old man?
Look, all I know is I don't want no man at my house, in the house, side of the house, backyard, nothing.
Well, you should have been there.
Hey, look, man, let me tell you something, dog. Let me tell you something. I'm the only person at my house. You understand me?
Evidently you ain't right if she out there looking at me. Look here, son. I'm a professional, okay? I do my job and I take my job with pride, okay? It's not being professional. If there's something that I did, that's that water running through me. All right?
Okay, now, but you don't at no other man's house. And you at my house and my wife sitting there looking at you out the window. Now I got a problem with that.
Well, what you need to have a problem with is your wife looking at me. If that's what I did, you know what? You need to be at home and give us something to look at other than looking at me.
You don't tell me what I need to do about my wife. Now, you don't go to another man.
Man, you know what? I'm about to lose it. All right. Now
you're gonna make me lose it.
Let me get my book. That's all. Yeah, I got you right here.
You damn right. And I'm gonna you what?
Yeah.
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna show you what it is.
You don't at another man's house. You don't do that. And people, my wife looking out the window, and I bet you knew that them blinds was open.
Young man, nah, you getting me real upset with these accusations. All right. Now look, you at what is street? Now,
you know where I'm at.
I will show you what the is.
I want you to bring your back over here on Phillips.
I know exactly what you said. You that youngster on that doggone street. I'm gonna come over there, and I got something for you, youngster. I got something for you. Now,
who you think?
Made me disregard my professionalism, and I'm gonna come show you what being is about.
Look, man, what you don't do is at another man's house, and that's what you did, and you know it ain't called for. Now, you could have held that.
I apologize, man. I had to go. I told you I drank a lot of fluids in this hot heat, man. Now, what else do you want me to do?
I want you to keep your fluid till you get to the service station down the street, but not in my backyard side of the house and my wife looking out the window.
Man, you and what you talking about. If I did, I apologize. If you can't accept it, then the hell with it.
Look, you're going to me off and make me do something up in here. I'm telling you now.
What you want to do, man? I done told you. I done apologized to you, and I will come over there and kick your okay?
No, you ain't. You'll do what? Let me tell you something.
Kick your young because judging from the age of your wife is young, and I know you're young. You can't deal with no old school. I'll kick your young
You're gonna get your whooped today. You hear me? You're gonna get... Let me tell you...
Street 2, I'll come your young...
Let me tell you, I got one more thing to say to you. Is you listening to me?
Speak, damn it.
This is Nephew Tommy. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy named...
Man, now you know what? I'm going to get with his... He know I got heart palpitations, and I don't need this type of in my life, man.
He said, man, my boy be out there fixing air conditioners and heaters all day. He said, man, let me tell you something. He said he'd be frustrated to begin with. He said, but give him a call.
He said, know it, man, because I got 9 or 10 more I still got to do today.
Hey, man, you all right?
Man, yeah, I'm all right now, nephew. I'm all right now, nephew. Nephew Tommy, you and that Steve Harvey are some damn fools in the morning. I listen to y'all cats every morning, man. I don't know how in the hell. I sit back riding laughing at how y'all get people, and y'all done got me with the same Oh, man. I enjoy y'all show, man. Y'all keep up the good doggone work.
I appreciate it, man. I got one more question to ask you, man. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
Well, you know, the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Come on, Jay.
Oh. Was that just enough of stupidity for you, huh? Did I overdo it on stupidity, huh?
Yes, you did.
You got to put a lot of huns in. Huh? Did your boy bring it? Huh?
You guys have Tommy nailed. Thank you, guys. All right, coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment and national news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, first in today's entertainment news, the stars went all out with their Halloween costumes last night. Did you see everyone on social media? I love this one. Ellen DeGeneres was Cardi E. Okay?
Yeah. Did you see what she had on?
I know.
Oh, my God.
Breasts on.
I know.
What are you doing?
I saw the trailer for when she, was promoting her Halloween show. She said, I like to show my pumpkins on Halloween.
She was tripping.
Yes. Sierra and Russell Wilson, they were Jay-Z and Beyonce, the Carters, you know that. Kim Kardashian.
They nailed it.
Yeah, they really did.
Yeah.
They really did good. And their kids were the Jacksons when they were younger.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Yes, they were
so cute.
Janet and Michael.
Janet and Michael. Okay, Kim Kardashian was Elle Woods from Legally Blonde, because she's going to law school and everything.
Yes.
That was cute. Ashley Graham was Jessica Rabbit. Oh, yeah, she's got the body for that, doesn't she? Kylie Jenner was
What
Ariel.
that, Junior?
I ain't seen that one. I'm looking for it now.
Kylie Jenner was Ariel from Little Mermaid, and she was Marilyn Monroe. She was two costumes. She had two costumes.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart. Oh my God! Did you see him as The Rock?
What was he?
Nailed it.
The
He was
Rock.
The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh, you got to send me that picture. I want to see
Oh, it was
that.
really
I gotta
good.
see
It was.
that.
I mean, he nailed everything. The
He
Rock
had
was
the
mad.
wig, the fanny pack. It was good.
And of course, our very own Carla Farrell was female boxing champ, and her daughter. And Tasha, your daughter, was Gabrielle Union's character Isis from Bring It On. So cute. That was so cute.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cheerleader. Yep. I sent the picture. Steve was like, "Well, where's Tasha's costume? Ain't she a cheerleader?" I was like, from the movie. Bring It On.
Yes.
Gabrielle
You know he
Union,
didn't see Bring It On. You know he didn't see Bring It On. But it was
you
good
I
though.
did.
But it was good though,
I didn't see
Steve.
Bring It On. I didn't see Left It There.
Bring it.
Left it there.
In other entertainment news, R. Kelly did not, I repeat, did not appear in court on Wednesday. This was at a federal court hearing in Chicago because he said he had a toenail infection. His attorney, Steve Greenberg, said that he's in a walking boot after having his toenail removed. He didn't want anyone to step on his foot if he had
Ain't
appeared
a
in
damn thing
court.
wrong with your toenail.
Nah.
There's nothing wrong with your toenails, R. Kelly.
Yeah.
It's not a damn thing, okay?
He said
Hop
he
your ass
didn't
on down to court. How about that? Hop your ass on
He
down
said
there.
he didn't want to go to court because he didn't want nobody to step on.
His
Yeah,
foot.
because he had an infection in his toe. He had to have his toenail removed. So, if it's crowded
Hey.
or something in federal court, someone accidentally steps in your
Hey.
toe.
It ain't
Nuh-uh.
crowded in
Nuh-uh.
court. It's
No.
crowded on the bus getting down
To court.
because you are linked with other people. You ain't just walking
Not
free.
linked.
He might have a point. Them little short choppy steps.
You're stupid.
Them little short choppy steps you got to make when you got them ankle bracelets on. That makes walking a little tight.
Robert, of course, who is being held without bond in Chicago, is facing separate federal grand jury indictments in Illinois and New York. The indictments allege that Kelly recruited women for sex, persuaded people to conceal that he had had a sexual contact with these teenage girls, and spent hundreds of thousands of dollars buying back videotapes that prosecutors say are incriminating. So there you go. Wow. In any event, he is going to spend some jail time. Whether he goes
Small
now.
steps, R. Kelly. Small ass steps.
Come on,
Just
megaphone.
walk small.
What's that?
Megaphone.
What's that, Jay?
Take
What'd you say,
small
Sergeant?
steps. R. Kelly, you need to take small ass steps, okay? Tiny steps.
But he doesn't have a toenail, Jay.
Hop your ass down the court. We don't go down here.
He has a boot on. He
They
has
don't,
that
they don't
boot
care
on.
nothing about that down in court. Sure. They got people full body cast being there. They don't care.
They got
Get in
people
there.
they roll in the court.
They roll your ass in the court.
Hey,
You see this judge.
hey, you know what?
What,
I
Steve?
decided that I'm not going to save the announcement.
Oh, that you were going to make earlier? You were talking about earlier? Well,
I'm
let's
going to do it
have
as
it.
soon as you tell me I have 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I think we have time. Yeah.
When?
I think we still have some more time left now.
Right now?
Yeah, do it,
Yeah.
do it. Drum roll,
Yeah,
Here we
let's
go.
Let's get a drum roll, please.
Here we go. Drum roll. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta, Georgia, will be hosting the next Democratic debate. We all know that, correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
Drum roll,
we
please.
announced that.
Yeah.
On December 8th, just released,
Yeah.
Miss Universe will be at the Tyler Perry Studios on December 8th, Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Your boy coming to the crib this year. Miss Universe gonna be at Tyler Perry Studios this year.
That is huge.
Oh, nice. That's huge.
I expect all y'all to be there.
Oh, we will.
Well, we
Oh, we'll be
will.
there.
Is that an open invitation to us? We will be there. Yes.
Finally, I'm going to walk out on that stage and see a lot of us out there.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Miss Universe finna be different.
Oh.
I love it, Steve. Congratulations.
Man, that's
No,
great.
that's huge. That is
That
really
is
huge.
so
That's so
major.
big.
That is so major.
That is really
So is it us plus 3? Can we bring people? What?
All right, coming up at 20 minutes after, some trending sports news. The victory parade is set for the Nationals, and in the NBA, Steph Curry broke his hand. Oh, man. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, in trending sports news, guys, we got to say, I know it's hard for Carla, you and Junior. Tommy couldn't even make it today, but we got to say congratulations to the Washington Nationals. They are the 2019 World Series champions.
Hey.
I know.
Which is why
I
Tommy
know.
ain't at work today.
Yeah, that's why he couldn't make it.
Congratulations, DC. Y'all won.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
first
what?
time ever
I
for the
called
franchise.
Junior. I asked Junior, did they lose or was that an ass whooping? He said, in baseball, that's an ass whooping. Yeah,
That's exactly
They
what that
played
was.
better than the
Yeah, they
Astros,
played better,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
I ain't
It
mad.
And
hurts
that's
my
woke up.
feelings, but
yeah.
yeah.
They,
But it was a memorable season for the Astros.
was a good-
I will
yeah.
say
Oh,
that.
absolutely.
It was a good season for them. But the Nationals did the doggone thing. DC,
They did it.
DMV.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yep.
The parade celebrating the
Yay.
Nationals, huh?
Good
Oh,
job, DC.
Oh, was that
Here
the
come the
Cleveland?
Cleveland
Was
hate.
that the Cleveland hate?
Yeah, great job. Very nice season.
Yeah, that's how we are, yeah.
The parade celebrating the Nationals will be tomorrow at 2 p.m. Fans are encouraged to attend the parade and use the hashtag #FightFinished on social media. All right? So congratulations again to them.
Yeah.
First time
Way
for
to go.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all won. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just don't come to Houston.
Wow.
Just a little salt. It's always a little salt
Yeah.
with it,
There's
right?
always
Junior?
going to be a little salt, man. I ain't really like the baseball caps. They look like the W from Walgreens, so you got
That's
that.
what see, that's what that was it. That's what they kept saying in Houston.
I ain't know Walgreens had a team. Damn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Walgreens in the World Series? Well, great.
I know nothing about sports. That proves it right there, man.
All right, well, you might know something about this. I know Junior does. In other sports news, in the NBA, Steph Curry of the Golden State Warriors, Junior, broke his hand. What happened?
Broke his hand going to the hole playing basketball. His man landed on the back of his hand, broke his hand. But now you have Klay Thompson out and Steph Curry. And now you have Draymond Green just on the court. Do you think the season over for him?
I mean, you can't
Oh, it just started.
you can't lose Kevin Durant,
Man.
Klay Thompson,
Right.
and Steph Curry and expect to be a competitive basketball team.
Can't. You're right.
I mean, they're going to play.
That's a tough one.
Come on. And I don't know how long Steph out, but that's it.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
does
it.
that mean
Those
the
are
Cavs
three
might have a
perennial
chance?
All-Star. No, it doesn't, Shirley. It never means that. Never, ever means the Cavaliers will have a chance. We're not talking about the Cavaliers. Soon as LeBron left town, it was over for us.
I
knew it.
A wrap?
That's worse than a broken hand.
Wow.
Broken hand.
Yeah, well, we wish him a speedy recovery so
Yeah.
he can get back in the game, Steph Curry. Wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah. All right, guys, coming up at 34 after the hour, some trending political fake news, okay? President Trump changed the photo of hero military dog. Wow. When will he ever stop this
What
guy?
won't he do,
When?
man? I mean,
Yeah. Being a president is not a game, okay? It's for real. Yeah. All right, we'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so President Trump, okay, frequently complains, we heard it even before he became president, about fake news. He coined that phrase, fake news. But on Wednesday, he tweeted an obviously doctored photo of him awarding a medal to the hero dog that chased down the ISIS leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi before he blew himself up. Okay, so Mr. Trump captioned the doctored photo, "American Hero." So the dog in the doctored picture replaced the original image of James McLaughlin, who was presented with the Medal of Honor in a ceremony at the White House back in July of 2017. Okay, McLaughlin was given the medal for saving the lives of 10 men in a battle in Vietnam that lasted days. Well, according to the president, the real hero dog named Conan will leave the Middle East next week and visit the White House sometime next week. So then what are you doing?
Yeah.
Well, you know, the insensitivity of it all is the man who got the actual medal.
He should be insulted.
He saved 10 men's lives with his actions. That can never be played with, tampered with. That's what a heroic thing. Now the dog is a hero too, but
yes,
this dog
Conan
can't replace what this man did. That's you don't take a man out of a picture, put a dog in it, act like you putting a medal on his neck. It just doesn't send the right message, and that's the problem with this thing to me, man. We just in a time, man, and it's actually embarrassing to travel abroad and have to explain this in interviews. What is going on in America? I don't know.
Who knows? But
I'm over here with y'all.
But the truth does matter. I mean, come on. You just can't make up stuff and you're the president. This is history. This will go down in our history. You know, when people read this long after we're gone, you know, this just doesn't.
They're going to get to his.
You know what else is going to go down in history?
Terrible.
On yesterday, he got voted to be impeached, and that's the biggest damn thing.
Yeah.
They're going to impeach his ass. So now that doesn't mean he loses his job, but to be impeached, he's the fourth president out of all the presidents.
Okay, so let me ask you guys a question because I'm over here and I'm a little out of touch. The House decided it's no longer an inquiry anymore.
Right. Well, you know, the Republicans have been complaining all along, Steve, that it was behind closed doors and, you know, and all that. They wanted to know what was going on when there are Republicans in the hearings. But, you know, there are Republicans in there. Yeah. Even when those Republicans last week stormed, you know, they stormed the inquiry, there were still some of the Republicans that were in there.
My question is this no longer an inquiry and they're sending it over to the Senate?
No,
That's my question.
It's an impeachment.
No, it has to go to Adam Schiff. It has to go to a committee first.
Yeah, he's the
and then
chairman.
they have to do they have to do some more public hearings, and then he has to do a report from there. So there's still some more investigating and things and reports that have to go on.
Impeachment.
I think before it gets to the Senate.
Yeah, it hasn't gotten to that part yet.
Right.
But they voted.
I think we're a long way away from that.
Yeah,
a long way
but
from
then
that.
it has to go to the Senate, which is controlled by the Republicans.
By the Republicans.
Yes.
No.
And there were some Democrats two Democrats that voted that went along with the Republicans.
But it's some Republicans have voted to at least have an inquiry. Is that what I'm understanding correctly?
No,
Republicans.
they're
Not
sticking
on one.
together.
No.
Not on one.
Not one of them.
No,
They're
sir.
sticking together.
Two Democrats, these Democrats voted with the Republicans, and those Democrats was Representative Jeff Drew of New Jersey and Colin Peterson of Minnesota. Those Democrats voted nay, along with the Republicans.
But it was still enough Democrats to, for the vote to go through. Yeah. All right, coming up next, today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject, my man is too gentle and loving. Huh? Okay. Right now, Jay and Junior are both here for the nephew with today's prank phone call. I think, Jay, it's on you right now. What you got for us?
Your son didn't make the team.
Come on, Team Talk.
Huh? 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 I said, your son
Do him.
didn't make the team.
Tommy's too
What I said was, your son didn't make the team. Run it, Dave. Run it. Just run it.
Hello.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Miss Lydia.
This is she. Master's calling.
This is Coach Watkins up at the school. How are you?
Hey, Coach Watkins, I'm fine. What can I do for you?
Listen, we've had Malik out for the last week and a half. He's been coming to practice here at the junior high school, and wanted to reach out and give you a call about everything that's going on.
Oh yeah. Well, I know he's really excited. He can't wait to start the season. He's ready.
Yeah,
We're working all summer.
Well, you know what? I'll be honest with you. He's a great kid.
Yes,
and he's got a good heart, and he's really trying to produce as much as possible.
Well, you know, he loves the game, and he's been playing since he was a little kid. He loves it.
Yeah. You know, this is the 7th grade. This is the first time some of these kids have played organized football, and this is the first time playing school football. And it's a big transition. That if you've been playing little league ball or Pop Warner or whatever you want to call it, it's a big difference and a big transition to go from one to the other. You understand?
Yeah, I do understand. But Malik has been working really hard. Yeah, so he's ready.
Well. Let me say this. My main reason for calling you is letting you know that Malik, as of right now, is not going to be able to make the cut as far as
what you say.
He's not going to be able to make the cut as far as being on the team for this year. Now, I got.
Wait a minute. You said Malik. Wait. You said that Malik is not going to be able to make the team. You talking about my son is not going to make the team?
He's a great kid. You know, he's a great kid.
I know he's a great kid, but wait a minute. Now, he didn't play Pop Warner, and he was a starting quarterback. So what are you talking about? He's not going to make the team this year. He was the best they had out on that squad.
Okay, and you know what? I've heard a lot about him. I heard he did a great job.
Heard about him? Wait a minute. Have you seen his stats? 20 touchdowns in the season?
I understand.
What other kids is out there doing that?
But you know what? But right now we got a lot of different kids that are coming into this particular school. So, you know, the competition has gone greater and greater than what we could possibly understand.
Wait a minute. This is 7th grade. First of all, everybody makes the team. Nobody gets cut in the first place. You got an A team and a B team. So you telling me my baby ain't made none of them teams?
Right now, Miss Lydia, Malik, like I said, Malik is a great kid. I like it.
I know what Malik is. I know that he's a great kid, and he's a ball player. Now, I make sure of that. So don't come telling me that he's not good enough to make the cut on this 7th grade team.
Well,
don't come telling me first of all, who is the quarterback? You tell me what's going on. Who is the quarterback?
Well, actually, right now, my son is the quarterback.
Your son?
Now my son hasn't played yet, but my son is actually the quarterback. He hasn't done any Pop Warner or anything, but he really has what it takes to be the quarterback.
He's never played football before. He's never played organized football. But he is going to be the quarterback for the 7th grade team. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, yeah, my son is actually starting quarterback, but that's neither here nor there.
But my son don't make the team, and my son scored 20 touchdowns. 20 touchdowns. Is that what you're telling me? Oh, hell no. This is I'm calling up to that school tomorrow. I will be up there tomorrow. You will see me tomorrow.
Let me explain something.
Let me explain something to you.
Lydia,
no. I don't know what this is. This nepotism or whatever the you got going on around here, but hell no. My son ain't made the squad. Hell no. It's going to be smoking the city tomorrow when I get up there. You watch.
Miss Lydia, what I want to say is this. If your son would take a year off and try to get himself together and get his fundamentals together, I think that he'll probably become a greater football player when he gets to be headed to the 8th grade.
He was the rising star last year. What you talking about his fundamentals together? Your son ain't never even played this.
Well, you know what? I've worked with my son, and it's a little awkward for me to try to talk about what my son has done.
Hell yeah, it's going to be hard for you to talk about because you don't know what your son has done because ain't nobody ever seen your son. You just got this dream, probably something that you ain't did. You want to live vicariously through him. Hell no.
That is not it. That is not it. Now, I played football in school. I played in high school, and let me say this. I'm trying to do the best that
what I can and the best of my ability to make sure that everybody gets a good and fair shot at what's going on.
A fair shot, but he don't get to play. So what about Malik? Malik don't get no fair shot? Malik don't get to play?
It's probably, he'll work out to be a better...
That's some bull. Serve that to them other mothers. That's some bull. I guarantee you this, my son will be starting this year. I guarantee you this. You don't want none of this.
Okay, well, right now, all I can say is I need Malik to actually bring his cliques back because my son's going to need him to play in.
What? How about them cleats? Your son ain't getting Your son running down that field, he going to run barefoot. He ain't getting mine. Nothing.
Ma'am, from my records understanding is that the cliques actually came from school. That's what I'm understanding.
Your records is the one that told you that my son can't play. Your records ain't Ain't nobody thinking about your records. You, your mama, and the day she burst your
Ma'am, I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with you. All I'm trying to say is this, is that Malik is going to...
my son ain't about to do You start looking for a new job. Get your resume together.
Hey, you know what, ma'am? I'm not going to go back and forth. I got one more thing I need to say to you.
You ain't got nothing else to say to me. My son will be playing, and I'll be up there tomorrow.
I have one more thing I need to say to you. Are you listening?
Only thing you need to tell me is who I need to talk to tomorrow. Now, who?
I'll let you know that as soon as I tell you this. Are you listening?
I'm listening. What?
This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your sister Ina got me to prank phone call you. Hello?
I'll be dead.
Lydia.
I'm going to kick that. Man, I thought y'all was really calling. You got me all hot in here. Woo!
You finna go down to the school and you finna whoop everybody at the school, wasn't you?
Baby, it was going down.
Oh, man, I got something to ask you. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show. Oh, Lord.
Tag team in this prank.
See that right there?
Yeah, come on, Tommy.
See how good I am with these?
Man, do I see how good? You the greatest.
Come on now. I need some more.
He's a king.
I'm almost out of superlatives.
You better make up one.
Superlatives.
Man, you the stupendous.
Yeah. Stupendous.
Whatever that is.
Yeah. See, your son didn't make the team because he ain't make it. Irrelevant statement. Got it in.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Carla, Shirley, I ain't heard nothing.
Oh, you're the king of pranks. King of pranks all day, every day.
Come on now.
King of pranks, yeah.
You don't get to sit around here
too much.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
You don't get to sit around here and
sorry,
not
I dropped
praise
the
me.
ball.
Yeah.
You're
You're the greatest that ever did it, yeah.
Yeah. Jay, Team Tommy?
Man, I'm Team Tommy all the way, man. You know me.
Huh?
Come on now.
Come on now.
You know how I feel about it. What?
All this fine pranking I'm doing. All this fine pranking.
All right, well, thank you for that, Junior NJ. Up next, it is the Strawberry Letter subject. Get a load of this. Subject, my man is too gentle and loving. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And listen, if you need advice on relationships, on dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please, baby, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. All right?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Strawberry Letter with my good friend, Shirley Strawberry.
Thank you, Junior. Subject, my man is too gentle and loving. Dear Steve and Shirley, I am a 36-year-old female in a long-distance relationship with a man in his early 40s. Things are good between us, and honestly, I am ready to take things to the next level. I only have one problem, and I'm hesitant to move to his hometown if he can't fix the problem. We have been in a committed relationship for 2 years, and when we are intimate, he is very gentle and loving in the bedroom. He has kept his same routine the entire time. He does not do anything freaky or exotic, and he's very passionate. At first, it was okay. He was clearly taking his time to please me. But now I need him to do more. My sexual desires have changed in my late 30s, and I became more in sync with my body. I want to have sex in other places besides the bed, and I needed to be a little kinky at times. How do I tell him he is not giving me enough sex and that he is pretty boring in the bedroom? I know this is a conversation that I must have with him, but I am honestly unsure how to tell him this. I don't want to turn him off and appear to be a little freak to him, but I am tired of straight lovemaking every time. I have a good thing going with this man, and I don't want to ruin it. I'm also scared that this may be all he has to offer or all he knows how to do. I am not the type to cheat, but I am craving satisfaction. Can you guys relate? Please give me some pointers. Well, what do you mean, can we relate?
You heard it, Shirley.
Well, yes, of course we can relate it. Yeah, if this is your concern, that's what we're here for. We'll try to help you for sure. I just know that there are so many people, especially women, who would love to be in your shoes right now. You have a man who is gentle and loving, and you say he's very passionate. I mean, some people would just stop right there. But no, not you. That would be cool with them, but that's not what you want. And you want what you want, and guess what? That is okay, too. So you ask, how do you tell him? How do you tell him? You're going to have to tell him. You do know that because you don't want to cheat, like you say, and you want other things to go down. You want it to happen other places. I suggest that you tell him nicely. I suggest that you tell him away from the bedroom, like maybe, when you guys are just having a conversation, you can just bring it up in a nice way. Or, if that doesn't work, you can start showing him or I like it this way or I like it that way or something like that. Will you take the risk of him judging you? You maybe will, who knows, but you want what you want. You want to do it where you want to do it and how you want to do it, and you have that right. So you got to be woman enough and strong enough to tell him. I just say tell him in a nice way, and if you can't tell him, then you have to show him. But I would take it maybe if you want to tell him in a conversation away from the bedroom. In just a regular, normal conversation, maybe at dinner. Steve?
Well, yeah, yada, 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 Shirley. That's a nice answer. All that's good. My man is too gentle and loving. 36-year-old woman in this long-distance relationship with a man in his early 40s. Things is good, and she ready to take things to the next level. Only got one problem. She's hesitant to move to the man's hometown if he can't fix this problem. Well, they're in this committed relationship, y'all, for 2 years, and when they intimate, he's very gentle and loving in the bedroom. He's kept the same routine every time. That means she's getting bored. He does not do anything freaky or exotic, but he's very passionate. At first, it was okay, clearly taking his time to please me, but now I need him to do more. This woman says her sexual desires have changed in her late 30s, and she became more in sync with her body. I want to have sex in other places beside the bedroom, and I need to be a little kinky at times. How do I tell him he ain't giving me enough sex and that he boring in this bedroom? I know I got to have this conversation. I don't want to turn him off. I don't want to ruin it. I'm also be scared that this has to be his best offer. That's all he know. And, I ain't the type to cheat, but I need some help. Here I come. You want to have sex in different places, and you want it to be a little kinky. Sometimes you can't tell men. You just have to do it. Like y'all going to the bedroom in the same place, same bed. He walk in there and...
What does she do?
You got to just create opportunity. He walk in the bedroom, he naked, he don't see you in there. Baby, where you at? Then you holler, I'm out here. You out here where? Look out the window. And your ass is laying up there naked in the tree. See, you got to get him out of his comfort zone. Baby, where you at? I'm down here in the kitchen. Half of me is in the refrigerator. And that will cause him to know that we want. When we come back, I'll have several scenarios that you can create to get him out the bedroom and put more spice in your love life.
All right, listen, we'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, my man is too gentle and loving. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Come on, Steve, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter subject. My man is too gentle and loving. I think when we left off, half of her was in the refrigerator.
Well, see, what we found is this woman's having this boring sexual relationship with this man, and she want more. She want it in more than one place, and she wanted to be more exotic, and she wanted to be a little kinky. She don't know how to tell the man because she don't want to hurt him. She's afraid that this may be more. Well, you got to elevate the man's thinking. Like I said before, you got to do some stuff outside. You in a tree. Baby, where you at? I'm down here. Half of me is in the refrigerator. I ain't saying what half. You need to have sitting in the refrigerator. But you're trying to get him to, baby, where you at? I'm down here bent over looking for change in the cushions. So you got to get him out the bedroom.
I love these visuals.
Yeah.
Right.
You want it today, boy?
Baby, I'm naked. I'm looking for you. You ain't in the bedroom. I'm in the living room pole dancing. Pole dancing. See, you gonna get him stirred up. Baby, I just got out the shower. Where you at? I'm in the basement spanking myself.
Not yourself, though.
Yeah.
Getting it started.
You got to get his mind geared up.
Yeah.
Baby, where you at? I'm looking for you. I'm up in the attic sweating.
For no reason.
Lady, she's sitting there sweating. See, you got to get it to where he wants, to. Baby, I've been laying here. Where you at? I'm tied up in the garage to the tool cabinet. What? What's she doing down now?
Let me go find out, though.
Baby, I'm ready. Where you at? I'm in the den choking myself. See, you trying to get it to be a little more kinky. You got to start. You got to introduce him. Now he can't find you at all. Not because you done advanced it. See, now he can't even find you in the house no more. He on the cell phone looking for you. Baby, where you at? I'm down at the YCM. I'm down at the YMCA in the pool waiting on you.
That's not the bedroom.
Baby, where you at? I'm down in the kitchen putting flour on myself. And the oven is on. Hurry.
She about to make herself a cake.
Yeah, I'm about to be a hot muffin. Man. Hey, where you at? I'm in the backyard digging a hole.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm trying to find you. I'm in the garage, and the hood ain't the only thing that's open.
Whoa.
Yeah. And the hood.
That's really kinky.
Baby, I can't find you in the house. Where you at? I know this gonna sound crazy, but they closed. I'm down at Chuck E. Cheese. I'm laying in the balls. What? Yeah, them balls that be in Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
So you
have
The game.
The game just sounded funny. Yeah.
And that's what you got to do. You got to introduce him.
You got to introduce him to it, man.
Any ideas, Jay?
I was going to ask for a reenactment.
Yeah. I'm baby. Where you at, baby? I'm in the pool and I let all the water out. Come on now. Don't jump in. Don't jump in. You'll hurt yourself. Walk in.
Don't jump in. Don't die, fool.
Don't die, fool. All right? Baby, where you at? I'm in the den holding on to the ceiling fan. Catch me when I come around, okay? When I come around 4 times, I'm going to be a little dizzy, and you catch me, okay?
On the 4th time.
Baby, where you at? Hold on. I'm sliding down the banisters naked backwards. Ready?
You're talking about ready.
Baby, where you at? I'm down at Six Flags when the park is closed, sitting on the roller coaster waiting on you. You want to do it different places?
I think that'll open his mind up.
Baby, where you at?
Where you at,
I'm
baby?
in the baby stroller with both my feet on the ground.
All right, baby, where you at? I'm down at the car wash. I'm all sudsy. Come on down, okay?
Without the car?
I'm all soaped up. Come on down.
Baby, where you at? Baby, where's all that wind out here? I'm coming round the corner. I'm hanging on the back of a garbage truck.
Come on.
All right, we got it.
Thank you. Trash day.
All right, listen, thank you guys. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. And check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Coming up at 46 after the hour, it is the man. Pimpin will be in the building week 9. NFL picks right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, get ready. Pimpin is here. He is in the building with week 9 of NFL picks. Yes.
Pimpin?
That
is.
That
There it is. What's happening?
Wow.
What's happening,
Wow.
everybody?
Look at that.
What's happening?
Wow.
Man, everybody good. What's up? Hey, what's up, Junior?
Man, look at that walk, man.
You see me.
How can we not
Everything.
see you?
Hey, what's up, Shirley? What's up?
Hello,
How you
Pimpin.
doing?
How you doing?
No, that's right. Oh, everything. Now that I'm talking to you, what's up, Chocolate?
What's happening, Pimpin? I see
Nothing
you,
happening.
Pimpin.
I saw that little costume you had on the other day.
She was cute, huh?
Did you see
You
me,
know what I
Pimpin?
mean? You know, the rumble in the jungle. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was thinking some things. You know what I'm saying? I stayed respectful, though. You know what I'm saying? I stayed respectful. But I was
All
thinking
good,
some
Pimpin.
things. It knocked me out. You know what I'm saying?
The champ is here.
Yeah, my man Jay, what's happening, boy?
Pimpin, look at you, man.
Hey, man,
look
let me
at
hold
you.
up, man, before I go any further, man. Congratulations, man. I heard you was chemo-free.
I'm chemo free, man.
Man, that's good, man.
Thank you,
Congratulations.
Pimpin.
Man,
Thank you,
God is
thank
good, ain't he, man?
Thank you, but look at
He
you,
good,
man.
yeah, but
Look
you
at
see, look, you need
Turn around,
to
turn
look.
around, turn around. Oh, my, look
Huh?
at the back. Look at the back.
Huh?
Oh,
Whoa.
my
What is that?
goodness.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Oh,
Look at
that.
them 2 humps.
Oh, my, what is
You see
that?
that? I'm in the Middle East. This is camel.
Oh,
This is 100% pure camel with the humps.
Yeah.
I can't
Put the hump
sit
in your
down.
back.
You know, I can't sit down, but I'm pretty when I'm standing. You know what I'm saying?
where all the humping people at? Where they at? They
Yeah.
right
Where
here.
they at?
They right here. They right here.
You got me humping day or night, oh baby.
All right,
What's happening?
Pimpin.
I ain't speaking to nobody.
All right, Pimpin, man, let's get to some picks, Pimp.
All right.
All right, this week we got the Houston Texans versus Jacksonville Jaguars in London.
Oh, I'm going to go with Houston, man. I'm going to go with Houston.
Okay.
Because is Deshaun healthy?
Yes, sir. He playing.
Okay, Houston. I did good last
Yes,
week.
you did,
You ain't
Pimpin.
even tell me. I only missed 3 games.
You only missed
man.
3, Pimp. You nailing them now. Chicago
all right.
Bears at the Philadelphia Eagles, and they in Philly.
Now, Chicago struggling right now, partner. I'm going to have to go with Philly. They struggling. Trubisky, they don't know what they pick him from.
Okay, all right. Well, then we're going to have some more picks with Pimpin when we come back.
Got nowhere to sit.
At the top of the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Pimpin, with more of your Week 9 NFL picks, baby.
Come on, Junior, let's do it.
Okay, here it is, Pimpin. The Indianapolis Colts at the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they playing in Pittsburgh.
Oh, man, come on. I'm going with the Colts, man. Broussard, I like that quarterback. Plus, you know, they're in the same division as Cleveland. I need some help right now. That ass whooping New England put on his hand. He ain't want to play no more.
All right, Pimpin, we got the New York Jets and Miami Dolphins.
I'm going to go with the Jets, man. Ain't neither one of them that good.
Yeah.
But I like the Jets more than I like Miami, though, so I'm going to have to go with the Jets. You know, that the white boy got rid of the mono.
Yeah, he did. Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got rid of that. All right, Pimpin, Minnesota Vikings at the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, you know it's going to be ugly, man. Kirk Cousins is kind of playing, but you know they got this. They ain't got no Mahone, man, so I'm going to have to go with the upset, the Vikings over Kansas City Chiefs.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I know he questionable. He hurt his knee. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Now, if Mahone play,
Yeah.
Kansas City win. If he don't play, then Vikings going to win. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as
Your
that.
push game. I'm going to make that your push game.
No, that ain't the push game.
That ain't the one?
Ask you for that.
Okay, Pimpin, my bad. Washington Redskins at Buffalo Bills. You got to apologize, Pimp.
Washington Redskins at Buffalo? Oh, Buffalo going to beat them, though. I don't know what Washington doing right here. Washington ain't going with no Buffalo. Buffaloes is mad at them Indians anyway. So come on. You know,
Buffalo's mad at the
Buffalo's
Indians.
is mad at the Indians.
You know what I'm
Boy,
saying?
you put that together fast.
No, you got to know your history on some of these picks.
All right, the Tennessee Titans at the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, my God.
Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
they
see
playing. That white boy McCaffrey, man. Woo.
Yeah, he's nice.
He everything.
Here go one, Pimpin. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, man, they gonna get trounced, man. They gonna beat them up like they stole something. You know, Seattle ain't finna let Jameson them come in there and get no win at 12 man, all that. Man, come on, just see it.
Oh, Pimpin, this gonna be hard for you right here. Let me see. Because this is where pimps reside in here. Detroit Lions at the Oakland Raiders.
Oh,
Pimps
hell no. Detroit in Oakland?
Yeah.
Oh, two of the pimp capitals of the world right there, man. Man, I don't even know. I'm so torn. That's my push game right there. Because I'm pulling for everybody on both teams. I love Detroit, man. But God, dog, Oakland. Oh, they got some pimps down there.
Oh, okay.
Who has the best pimps?
Cleveland. Simply calls them me. Who else you know got a camel coat on?
No one.
Nobody we know.
Nobody.
Green Bay Packers at the Los Angeles Chargers.
Oh, they gonna whoop the Chargers, man. Aaron Rodgers on the road.
Yeah.
It's over.
Them and one. All right. New England Patriots at Baltimore.
New England.
He didn't even hit a team.
Beat everybody.
He didn't even hit a
team or nothing.
But you know, man, I'm going to tell you something, man. Baltimore, I'm finna pick an upset. Baltimore over New England because New England struggled with the Browns a little bit, man. They couldn't stop them.
Yeah.
The Browns were just shooting themselves in the foot. I think New England is vulnerable. I picked the upset game of the week. The Ravens going to come and play ball and whoop the Patriots, and I'll be hollering.
All right, here we go, Pimpin. We got two more picks. Here he is. Monday night football game is the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Who you got? And they in New York.
Oh, man, ain't neither one of them playing that good. Upset Giants over the Cowboys.
All right, Pimpin, and the last pick, Pimpin. You know I say this for last. Cleveland Browns at the Denver Broncos. Come on.
We finna whoop their ass. Everybody can't have an orange. I'm telling you that right now. Cleveland Browns, we more famous for our orange than them. We just can't win no football game. Cleveland.
There it is. There it is, Cleveland Browns.
Thanks, hey, ladies. I'll see y'all next time, all right?
Bye, Pimpin.
Bye, Pimpin.
Later, Pimpin.
Bye, Pimpin.
Think about what you ain't got.
Put the hump in your back. All right, coming up, more music, more trending topics at 20 minutes after the hour, right here, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Since California's recent wildfires, firefighters and first responders have been working around the clock battling these blazes. To show appreciation for their hard work, LeBron James rented out a taco truck to feed the emergency crews. James and his family were reportedly one of the many families that were forced to evacuate their homes. LeBron sent around $3,000 to feed 150 first responders. His kind gesture was even noticed by the mayor, Eric Garcetti. What were you saying?
$3,000 and he can get 100 people. You know how many people I could feed at the J Spot? What, $3,000? How many tacos they get?
This is not about you.
Yeah.
They still be eating tacos. You can get tacos for a week.
They'll still be waiting on tacos.
Yes.
Thank you.
Tell the truth, please. Anyway, it was noticed by Mayor Eric Garcetti, who gave him a shout out via Twitter. Thank you at King James for generously sending a taco truck to support our LAFD firefighters, first responders, and partner agencies working to fight the Getty fire. That was very kind and very nice of
Go
him.
ahead, LeBron.
Yeah.
Stand up.
King
Very
James.
generous. Yep.
That was cool.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot going on, man. With the
It
fires.
really, really is with those fires.
Prayers.
Yeah. Woo,
Yeah, sending our
definitely.
prayers to our
Yeah.
neighbors in LA.
Yeah. And it's good to see the first responders being appreciated because they certainly deserve it. They have families too, and they're out there working around
Right.
the clock. So, thank you for that. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show and some trending news coming up at 33 after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, first in today's entertainment news, the stars went all out with their Halloween costumes last night. Did you see everyone on social media?
Oh,
I love this
yeah.
one. Ellen DeGeneres was Cardi E. Okay?
Yeah. Did you see what she had on?
I know. It
Oh
was,
my God.
Breasts on.
I know.
What are you doing?
I saw the trailer for when she, was promoting her Halloween show. She said, I like to show my pumpkins on Halloween.
She was tripping.
Yes. Sierra and Russell Wilson, they were Jay-Z and Beyonce, the Carters, you know that. Kim Kardashian.
They nailed it.
Yeah, they really did. They really did
Yeah.
good. And their kids were the Jacksons when they were younger. Did you see that?
Yes, they were
so cute.
Janet and Michael.
Janet and Michael. Mm-hmm. Okay, Kim Kardashian was Elle Woods from Legally Blonde, because she's going to law school and everything.
Yes.
That was cute. Ashley Graham was Jessica Rabbit. Oh, yeah, she's got the body for that, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Kylie Jenner was
What that at,
Ariel.
Junior?
I ain't seen that one. Look, I'm looking for it now.
Kylie Jenner was Ariel from Little Mermaid, and she was Marilyn Monroe. She was two costumes. She had two costumes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart. Oh my God! Did you see him as The Rock?
What was he?
Nailed it.
The
He was
Rock.
The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh, you got to send me that picture. I want to see
Oh, it was
that.
really
I gotta
good.
see
It was.
that.
I mean, he nailed everything. The
He
Rock
had
was
the
mad.
wig, the fanny pack. It was good. It was good.
And of course, our very own Carla Farrell was female boxing champ, and her daughter. And Tasha, your daughter, was Gabrielle Union's character Isis from Bring It On. So cute. That was so cute.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cheerleader. Yep. I sent the picture. Steve was like, "Well, where's Tasha's costume? Ain't she a cheerleader?" I was like, from the movie. Bring It On.
Yes.
Gabrielle.
You know he
Union,
didn't see
yeah.
Bring It On. You know he didn't see Bring It On. But it was
Promise you
good
I
though.
didn't.
But it was good though,
I didn't see
Steve.
Bring It On. I didn't see Left It There.
Bring it.
Left it there.
In other entertainment news, R. Kelly did not appear in court on Wednesday. This was at a federal court hearing in Chicago because he said he had a toenail infection. His attorney, Steve Greenberg, said that he's in a walking boot after having his toenail removed. He didn't want anyone to step on his foot if he had
Ain't a
appeared
damn
in
thing
court.
wrong with your toenail.
Nah.
There's nothing wrong with your toenail, R. Kelly.
Yeah.
It's not a damn thing, okay?
All right, coming up, our last break of the day on this Friday.
It's the last break of the day.
That's right, Jay. And some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey at 49 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, our last break of the day on this Friday. It's been a good Friday. It's been a good Friday.
Really good Friday. Yeah, we had some
It's been a
fun
great
today.
Friday.
Yeah, it was ignorant.
Was it ever?
Strawberry letter was good.
Yeah, the strawberry letter was good. I hope Tommy recovers over the weekend so he can be back at work.
I don't really care. It's too many things that throws Tommy off.
Well, you know
The
how he
Astros
is.
losing and he got to take a day off.
Ain't never played baseball a day in his life.
Well, you know what it is, though, Junior? You know, what's that, the captain of the Astros team, the guy that's short?
Jose Altuve?
Yeah, see, when short people like that, they suffer with each other.
I'm not laughing. Taking my mic out.
Come on, Team Tommy.
I like that. When the short people, they suffer together.
They suffer together, and that's what Tommy threw himself into his place. But
I'ma
like
call and check
Shaquille
on him.
O'Neal said, though, when we lose the games, we get in our phantoms and we drive to our mansions.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So-
what they do.
Yeah. So hopefully he'll be all right and be back on the air at work with us on Monday. So, Steve, you ready
Yeah,
for
I'm
your
ready.
closing? All right, let's
Yeah.
go.
You know, I was thinking today,
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of in a reflective mode about really how good God has been to me in my life. I can't even measure the things that God has done for me. He has done things for me that's been outside of my realm of thinking. What I mean by that is he's just done things for me that I didn't even think of. I didn't even think of it. That's when you're really benefiting from his grace and favor. When something happens to me and I can't explain it, I usually know that would be God. And my life as I have it today, the only way to explain it is God. Now, what I want to suggest to everybody is something that puts me in this reflective mood from time to time. And I think we should all do it because we are so busy in our quest to become successful and so busy figuring that out. We're so busy planning and envisioning and plotting and trying to set everything up, that in the process we forget a very simple thing, and that's gratitude. Because when you're planning and plotting and programming yourself and trying to wish things into existence, you often over time, you oftentimes overlook the things that you have. See, the quest for what you don't have should never override what you already have. See, what I'm saying is, if we all from time to time, really on a daily basis, really, to be honest with you, but let's just say you don't want to do that. Let's just say a couple times a week. You should take inventory of all the things God has done for you. And I mean just every single small thing he's done for you. It's amazing, man. If you think about what you're driving, I got what you want to drive, but let's talk about what you were driving versus what you used to drive. Let's talk about the job you have versus the job you used to have. Or what about when you didn't have a job at all and you were just looking for employment? You know, your kids may giving you some problems, everything, from time to time, but man, remember that they're still here, they're still healthy, they still vibrant, they can recover. You got to start thinking about the measure of health that you have. Hey man, look, I may not be where I want to be health-wise, but man, I'm still here. I thank you for the blessing of life, for the power of healing. I thank you for my sight, my touch, my all these things. You just got to really start taking an inventory of what God has done for you. If you do this, it makes the things you don't have that you want to have come about quicker, because God is a very fair God. I mean, why would he continue to give me you more if you're complaining and not grateful for what you have? But on the positive side, if you show gratitude for everything you have, God will give you more to be grateful for. I think of all this, man. My life is in a place now where I just did not see it coming. I'm in a place, really, man, that until they approached me, I had never even heard of. That God has blessed me to go around this globe speaking. Do you understand? I just set out to do comedy, man. I just set out to be as funny as I could. What God has done for me instead has been an amazing accomplishment to me. But ain't he done the same thing for you, though? I mean, really, man, think about it. Remember where you used to be? Now look at where you are. Now, let's suppose you're one of those people who are sitting here listening to me thinking, I had a better life than the one I got now. Well, your life ain't over. You know, your life ain't over. You have opportunity because it's obvious that he ain't through with you yet because you still here. So it's obvious when you wake up every morning that God has something else for you to receive that he's not yet been able to give to you. So let's go. Let's be grateful for what we have, and that will allow God to give you more to be grateful for. Take inventory of what you have. Stop looking at what you don't have. Put your focus on what you do have. Those are my closing remarks. I hope it matters to you today. God is good.
Thanks, man. Mm-hmm. So grateful. Yeah.
I don't know what day it is over here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so confused.
But look
I'm
at
rolling.
you, though. You're there.
Look at me. Ain't it good? Won't he do it, Junior?
Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
Come on.
Hey!
Have a great weekend, y'all.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharveyfm.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.